Okay guys, so here's the answers with the practice. All you have to do is evaluate, which means, again, this is a log, so you're trying to find the exponent. So it's basically saying, if you're converting to exponent form, 7 is the base, to what power, kind of think of that loop, would make 1 over 343? Well, 7 to the third power is 343, so then to flip 343, it has to be a negative exponent, so the answer is negative 3. Okay, same concept for number 2. For number 2, again, the base is 2, changing it to exponent form. To evaluate, 2 to what power, okay, would make 1/8 is really what you're trying to ask yourself. And again, 2 to the third power is 8, so for it to be 1/8, your answer has to be negative 3. Looking at number 3 here, 4 to what power would make 16? That's just 2. Looking at number 4, 3 to what power is 27? That's just 3. So again, you're kind of converting in your head. You don't always have to write out the exponential form, but so here, 7 to what power is 49? That's 2. Here, 2 to what power is 4? That's also 2. 7 to what power is 1 over 49? Now again, 7 squared is 49 like we did up at number 5, so to flip it, it has to be a negative 2. Okay, now this one is even trickier. So you're trying to come up with 64 to what power would make 1/4? Okay, so the square root of 64 is 8, but that's not going to work. So it's going to actually have to be the cube root, because the cube root of 64 is 4. So think of it this way, when you're doing cube roots, guys, automatically this fraction, cube root, is represented by an exponent of 1/3. So the answer is 1/3. And we'll keep working with those, promise. And now without a calculator, here it says identify 2 integers for which the following logarithm, so this would fall between. So I don't want the decimal, because clearly 3 to some power makes 10, that can't happen. But so, okay, let's think between what 2 integers would this have to be between? Well, we know 3 squared is 9, and we know 3 to the third is 27. So clearly the 2 integers, the 2 numbers that this exponent has to be in between, is going to be between 2 and 3. So it'll be some kind of decimal, we just aren't quite sure what it is. And last but not least, use a calculator to find the actual value below. These are ones again, so kind of going in this log 3. Now I want you to find the decimal exponent. So remember, to do that, change a base, okay? Log 10 divided by log 3. The base is always at the bottom, and that's what you type in your calculator. Log 10 divided by log 3, and I got 2.096, because it says round to the thousandths place. Could do the same thing here. Log 1200 divided by log 7. Put that in the calculator. Log 1200 divided by log 7. And I got 3.644. And even if it's a fraction, you could still use change of base if you need. So log, just careful how you put in your calculator, use the parentheses, divided by log 9. So log 1/32 divided by log 9. And I got negative 1.577. There you go. So homework is on this material. When you guys come back, we're going to be using this material and doing a couple properties of logs to start solving the exponential equations, because that's really the whole purpose of logs, is to use them to solve exponentials. Start getting used to this loop method and being able to evaluate. By next class, the one after really, you're going to have a short quiz on just this material. So we're going to review this first and start solving some equations on it. So you can get the homework now and feel free to start it if there's time.